My mom's Facebook friend request came from her grave. My mother died 3 years ago from cancer. I was with her at the end, held her hand as she took her last breath, helped plan her funeral, and watched them lower her casket into the ground. So when I woke up one Tuesday morning and saw a Facebook friend request from her account, my blood ran cold. At first, I thought it was a cruel hack. Then the messages started coming. Personal details about my childhood that no one else could know. Stories she'd never shared publicly. And slowly, horrifyingly, I realized someone was pretending to be my dead mother. What I discovered destroyed what was left of my family and left me unable to sleep without nightmares. I'm 33 years old, and my mother, Margaret, passed away when I was 30. She had been diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer and given 6 months. She lasted 4. It was brutal watching her deteriorate. This woman who'd raised me alone after my father left when I was 5, who'd worked 2 jobs to put me through college, and who'd been my best friend and biggest supporter. Her death left a hole in my life that 3 years later still hadn't fully healed. After she died, I couldn't bring myself to delete her Facebook account. It felt too final, like erasing the last traces of her existence. Her profile was still there, with her photos, her posts, her personality captured in digital form. I'd visit it sometimes when I missed her, scroll through old pictures, read comments from friends who didn't know she'd passed. It was morbid maybe, but it gave me comfort. I'd set her account to memorialize status, or thought I had. Facebook has a process for that when someone dies. You submit proof of death and they lock the account so no one can log in, but the profile remains as a digital memorial. Friends can still post memories on the timeline. I'd done that about 6 months after she died, once I'd emotionally recovered enough to handle the administrative tasks. So that Tuesday morning, when I opened Facebook and saw a friend request from Margaret Ellis, my mother's name and profile picture, staring at me, I felt reality tilt. For a disorienting second, I wondered if I had imagined her death, if the past 3 years had been some elaborate nightmare and she was actually alive, reaching out to reconnect. Then reality reasserted itself. My mother was dead. I'd been at her funeral. This was something else. I stared at the request for a long time, my coffee going cold beside my laptop. The profile picture was one I recognized, a photo from her 60th birthday party 2 years before she died. She was smiling, holding a glass of wine, surrounded by friends. I'd taken that photo. Below the request were the words, "One mutual friend,"